So ego is very dangerous to me, and we should avoid the extremes.
This program exists to equip, challenge, and empower men to expand their family leadership capacity for national transformation. Sociologists teach us that if you are going to influence any community anywhere, you need to think about the 7 spheres of influence. Number 1, you need to capture governance and politics. Number 2, you need to ensure that you capture and influence education. Number 3, you have to ensure that you impact the media. Number 4, you have to impact religion, faith, belief systems. Number 5 is business and economy. You have to ensure that the business and economy is within the grip. Number 6 is the aspect of celebration, where we have culture, arts, sports, entertainment, and so on and so forth. It's very critical. Today, we want to focus on 2 of them: the sphere of media and somehow the sphere of celebration, where we have culture, arts, music, sports, entertainment, to mention about a few. Our topic today is music, media, and men. Welcome to the Inspired Family Leader Program with Samuel A. Bakutana, your host, a certified executive coach, an award-winning leadership consultant, a global speaker, a facilitator, and an author, the CEO of Inspired Leaders International, which is an international leadership development firm that empowers leaders to transform nations, and your provincial father's union president. With me today in studio to unravel the intricacies of music, media, and men is a man who has been in the music and is in the media. Prince Nick Nyombi Akaikai.
Yes.
Very welcome.
The most
brother.
handsome dude on the planet.
The most handsome dude on the planet.
Did you know about that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. It's also part of the name.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
So that's why when people see you, they fear and they wonder. Because you are fearful and wonderfully
Made in the image of God.
I hear you. You're very welcome, my brother.
Thank you, sir. I'm humbled and honored to be here.
Yes. How
I'm
are you
grateful.
doing?
I'm good by the grace of grace.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm okay, I'm fine, is one disease that has killed many men. You say, how are you? And says, I'm okay. And then you hear tomorrow, the man committed suicide.
One thing I've learned to believe and come to get accustomed to is know that God is in control. And when God is in control, I'm fine. Okay. That's why sometimes we laugh through challenges, and stuff, because there's that peace that surpasses all understanding that comes over you, and everything is just good.
Yes.
Let the weak say, I'm strong.
Let the poor say,
I'm rich.
But
even the weak, the ones who are not good say, I'm good.
Okay. Why does that leave them? Does that give them mental health? Does that give them spiritual wellness?
You are right. It is subjective to where someone actually holds enanga iweri, where they are hinged. Because me, they're anchored. I'm anchored in the Lord. That's where I come from.
I hear you.
Yes.
Please look straight into that camera and greet the people who are viewing us and introduce yourself to them a little bit more.
I am honored and humbled to be before you this evening. I thank very much my brother Sam for inviting me and Family TV for hosting me. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for keeping at Family Television. My name is Prince Nick Nyombi, like you mentioned, and I'm a Christian. I'm a father. I'm a family person. I'm a media personality. I'm into music. I'm an author who has not published yet, but I've written some books. By God's grace, I'm a servant in the kingdom, if I can say so.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
What are some of the roles you play beyond father, husband, media personality? Could you be in some places where you are playing some roles?
Yes.
For the sake of our viewers getting to know.
I am the founder and the team leader at VIGA. VIGA is Victoria Gospel Academy.
Victoria Gospel Academy Awards.
Yes, we do run the VIGA Music Awards. Now, The VIGA Music Awards are some of the projects we do under the academy.
Okay.
And it has come out so much pronounced, I think.
That's true.
It's so much pronounced. But under there, we also do school outreaches. We do events. Like now we have one running at the National Theatre, Gospel Unplugged, and quite some others. Then I'm also a director at Uganda Performing Rights Society, where I'm also the chair of the Human Resource Membership and International Affairs Committee. And then I'm also chairman of Friends of Theatre. Friends of Theatre is a consortium of organizations that work with UNCC that came together.
What's UNCC?
Uganda National Culture Center.
Okay.
Uganda National Culture Center is a government body mandated to supervise the arts. And so where they are in, we have partners with National Theatre, and we constitute ourselves into an organization we call Friends of Theatre. I happen to be the manager of Friends of Theatre.
Okay.
Then I'm also director at the Federation of Gospel Artists Uganda.
Federation of Gospel Artists Uganda.
The umbrella organization that brings all gospel art stakeholders, the creatives, the managers, everyone together. I'm a founding member and a director there. So those are some of the spaces where I operate and some of the responsibilities that I do hold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for adding value to lives.
Thank you for appreciating by the grace of God.
Because that's what I'm hearing. All the things you're sharing, it means you're somebody busy adding value to lives.
Amen.
Thank you very much for that work.
Amen.
And that leads me to our topic of music, media, and men, the 3 M's tonight. You've talked of the VIGA Awards. Victoria
Gospel
Academy
Music
Awards.
Yes.
Curious to know, why did you start these VIGA Awards, and what have you learned while organizing them for the last about 18 years since 2007?
The VIGA Music Awards started way back when I was a small boy. 1998.
Wow.
You remember?
So it was 2007 when you had the first
event,
okay.
But they started in 1998. How? In 1998, I happened to be working with Pastor Martin Sempa, Musumba DJ. I was his bag boy. You know bag boys?
Yeah, like we hear of ball boys at the beach.
So I was the one who was carrying his his bags, and he was working at Radio Uganda at that time, and also having a big music store in Wandegia. We used to call it Music Inn. So I remember those days there were rumors about going digital, because I remember digital was happening in the Western world, but here we are still doing analog, but we are transforming the broadcasting into digital. So at that time, most of the music we had was on reels. You remember that? Do you know reels and tapes?
Yes,
that's where the music was on. But we learned that when the digital comes, music should be on CDs and mini discs and stuff like that. So the VIGA Award started as an opportunity for people to win an opportunity and go and record on CD and record music on digital in Nairobi, Kenya.
Wow.
That's how we started. But eventually, when the digital came over, in a short while, things changed very fast, and music went digital. I think people very fast transferred their real music onto digital platforms. But in the old format, they just shifted the old recordings to the digital. So somehow we are able to play on digital platforms. Then we were exposed to the Dove Awards that happened in the USA.
From the US, yes.
So then we changed our format from that competition into how the Dove Awards does that thing. And our first event took place in 2007.
Okay,
so that's how,
years ago.
Yeah, exactly. That's how briefly the VIGA Awards started. Yeah.
Interesting. So what are some of the things, some of the lessons you've learned along the journey while organizing this series of award editions every year?
One, trusting on the Lord. That is the provider.
Yes.
He is the comforter, and is our foundation on everything that we do. Because, when you are organizing such a thing, lots of resources go into it, money and stuff like that. And sometimes it goes beyond what your pocket holds at a particular moment. So probably you need sponsors, and when they don't come through, then where do you go to? So trusting on the Lord is one of the biggest lessons I learned there.
Yes.
So, the thing is nearing, and you need a lot of money. The money is not there.
You have 5 days to go.
Then even at home, patience. Patience is another lesson I learned.
Okay.
Because now you are into this, you want a lot of money, but you also have demands at home.
Of course.
then you as a person may appreciate that you can shift the money from home demands to this project, but then you have other people who don't think like so.
Of course, of course.
Then
you are home vice president.
you know. Then a lot of words come through, a lot of. By the way, with all due respect, whoever is concerned, I think I've shared all this. Why did you go to television? And you know the things. But I think they will appreciate this. Anyway, patience, then and staying calm in challenges, because in that situation, if you're not calm, you can lose it.
In this book, Busy and Loving It, I called it poise.
Poise.
Calmness under pressure. Calmness under pressure.
I learned that.
Yes.
So the other thing is to learn that even people you trust most can disappoint you. Because over the time, I've mentored people to work with us, but at some level, they leave you, and then you're like going to zero again and starting over again. Then what else?
Trusted people can disappoint.
Exactly.
That's quite
You pour yourself into someone, you trust them, then eventually when you need them most, they are running away from you because probably they can't hold the fire, they can't stand the challenges and stuff like that. So basically for me, those four are those that come off
Trusting
very fast.
in God, exercising patience, learning poise to be calm under pressures of life, and knowing that even trusted people
can disappoint
can
you
actually
when you
disappoint.
most need them.
Yes,
Then the last one is go Nyegerea kusambia. There are some people that were actually awarded, but eventually when they don't win the next time, then they turn against you, then abuse the award as if
because now this year they haven't won the award.
But using the same credentials and criteria, that they went through the last time when they won it. But this time because someone else won it, then it is the worst organized, very unfair, they cheat, they paid you for those things. So through it all, God still is God, and we continue to get on.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
Now that we are talking about songs, there is an observation I've made. There are some songs, especially hymns, that have lived through generations and generations and generations. 2 days ago, I sang one of those songs.
Which one exactly?
Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages, cleft for me.
Okay.
Let me hide myself
You should win a VIGA award soon.
Let the water and the blood. So that song, I came to realize that it was composed more than 200 years ago. 200. Come to think about it. Not 2, not 20.
200.
But 200 years ago. And in that category are many other songs. Up to today, we still sing them. I mean, Isaac Newton, Amazing Grace.
The old rugged cross, you know, those,
I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. That song has been here for more than 100 years.
Yeah, those songs,
So there are those kinds of songs that really stay. They have been here for years, they last for 200 years, etc., while others just fade away within a year or 6 months or 3 months after the launch. What do you think causes that?
This is my opinion. I believe music is a spirit.
Music is a spirit.
In quotes.
Yes.
I believe music is a spirit. And music needs to connect and resonate with another spirit. If I'm a musician and I'm doing music, which is a spirit, it needs to resonate with the recipient spirit. You understand? And how does it resonate? By addressing a need, a critical situation that the other recipient spirit is going through, which is influenced by divinity or by God. But along there, music has been put into places, you mentioned the commerce and the economy, into such places. And even our gospel music or Christian music has not been spared that. So instead of people going to the place where the spirit must resonate with the divinity to be able to communicate with the other recipient spirit that's going to receive this music. They now look at what is trending in the market and they play around with the words that can resonate with the market and then create songs and then they bring to us.
They just see that it's now Afrobeat all over the place, so they get
it
one line and
excites us
repeat
a little
it a million
bit.
times.
Excites us a little bit, but won't
Just about
really
a week.
connect with the spirit, like I said, then eventually it is off. But these songs, when you listen to them, they're able to resonate with every spirit that is receiving them over the years, Even if it will be 1,000 years, they will still resonate with that spirit. We also have some few local songs that go along that line. So for me, that's where it comes from. People, some of the music that we listen to, that people call gospel music or Christian music, is not gotten where, for me, I believe it should be gotten. And influenced by the environment, by the ambience where those songs that last long are created from. So, what do you expect? They'll just live a few months and then
a few weeks
and they're away. But those ones will appreciate what gospel music is about, like those people. Because if you read the background and the history of those people, they went through situations.
Oh, yes.
They went through situations and they were connecting with God. And because of that, they were able to bring forth a message.
Inspired messages.
Exactly.
Through melodies.
Song, through melodies.
Yeah.
And then
that reminds me of
yes.
what's the name? Horace Spafford. Horace Spafford, who sent his family. They were going for a vacation, and then they were on the ship on the lake, traveling, and they reached somewhere in the middle of the.
They all died.
They all died. In fact, it is the woman, the wife, who survived. I think went to the other side, sent a telegram back, and said all our 3 daughters are gone. So he also left. He was a lawyer, left to go and join his wife across the water body. When he reached at the place where he was told that this is where your daughters died from, 3 of them a few days ago, he said, well, it's
well with my soul.
Well. Started to write.
And the song.
And today we sing his words.
Today the song is so, it's real.
It is
Because it resonates with these spirits.
With my soul, with my soul, it is well, it is well with my soul.
Exactly.
It came from a strong, deep conviction that even if this is happening, it is well.
And how can someone say it is well if they're not connecting with God? You imagine the situation is going through, and it says it's well, just because
many would be cursing.
he's anchored somewhere, and that is in the Lord.
Wow. Men are watching right now. Women are watching. Families are watching.
Yes.
From your experience, huge experience, how does music and media impact family awareness?
How does music and media impact family wellness?
When you look at music, you look at the media, do you feel that they have an impact on the families that consume them?
Because I've not talked about media since we started, let me start with media. It's another passion that I hold at my heart. You know, media affects family wellness through quite a number of ways. One, by disseminating music.
Disseminating the music. Yes.
Because media is a platform where people receive from another through radio, television, now social media.
Yes, of course, newspapers.
One of these is also another media. So through disseminating, one, entertainment or music and inspiration. And inspiration for me is diverse. Such a talk, I believe, is inspiring someone, somehow, making them a better person in the way they look at things, especially now when we talked about music and the trends today. So, disseminating music, carrying programs like this that are inspirational, educative, and entertaining, because they receive instruction, they receive education, they receive information and entertainment in various forms. Then the music, again, the melodies.
The melodies.
Because music is food for the soul. Music can get you from a point of sadness to a point of happiness, of gladness.
Or even vice versa.
Exactly.
From a
By the
point
way,
of happiness to a point of sadness.
Exactly, it can get you there.
Based on what you
are listening
the music
to.
You're listening
but
to.
now I'm listening, I'm saying it from the angle you asked me.
Yes.
Wellness of the families. So they play good songs that talk about the good things that we appreciate, that inspire us into being better persons, that improve our livelihood and stuff like that. So for me, basically, now that's for the listener. Then for the people who work in these spaces, we earn money out of them.
Yes.
And money contributes to our livelihood. You know, when you have money in your pocket, everything is okay.
Somebody said you are handsome when you have money.
Exactly, especially for men.
That handsome for a man means that you have some in your hand, handsome, some in your hand, something in your hand, so you are handsome.
I love that. I love that. So we receive, we get leverage out of our talents, our skill, and whatever, get money out of them, and we live. Then too, the influence, money is an influence, music, actually even media, influences trends.
Trends.
Yeah, fashion, language, lifestyle. So if the influence is positive, I think it's well and good for our communities. We get to learn about what is happening around us, across the world, through news. You know, we get to know when to run away, when disasters are going to come. You know, we get warning messages from the media, even from the music, because some of the musicians are prophets. Have you realized some of the musicians are prophets? They sing about things that are going to come in the future. Some of them warn us on how to conduct ourselves when that time comes and stuff like that. So I think through such avenues, music and the media contribute the wellness of the family.
Wow, that's important. And that should be a warning, in a sense, to us people in the families.
Yeah, sure.
Because that means that if it is positive music, positive media, then we are going to get good instruction,
exactly.
Clean entertainment,
exactly.
Strong education, we'll get income, and the trends will be influenced towards a positive direction. But that means that if it is negative, if the music is negative, if the media is negative, then we are not going to have awareness in our homes as we consume this through our phones, through our TV sets, through the internet, and so on and so forth. That's why I would like you to think with me. How do you think a man in his family, a family man, in this high-tech kind of environment, how do you think he can ensure that the music and the media platforms that are accessed in his home benefit his family, and he protects them from wicked music and dangerous media?
Before I come to that, let me throw more light about the influence of media and music. Do you recall the times of an artist now dead called Michael Jackson?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember how...
break dancer, always in white suits.
You know? Do you recall the times when we consumed the movies of the Chuck Norris?
Yeah, Jack Chan. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
You know? Do you know what...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do you know what those movies...
Rambo.
Do you know what those movies did to us? You know, they make you feel you can fight a barracks.
we holding a stick.
Exactly. So then look at those days before you became born again, the music of the Madonnas and stuff like that. You know, some people who were dancing naked. You know,
yes.
Whatever they did, you wanted to do. Because I think music and media creates what we call celebrities.
Yes. Celebrities.
And I don't know how God made it, but there is a way that celebrities attract a lot of attention and people wanting to be like them.
They influence them.
They have a lot of influence with them. So if we have the wrong celebrities, then it is very disastrous to families.
And it seems we have quite a number. We have enough of them.
I love that.
We have really enough of them.
Now this brings me to this question that you asked.
Now I'm a man, I'm in my family. I want to protect my home from wicked music and the dangerous media. How do I do it in this high-tech world?
I'll start by giving an experience that I went through when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I grew up with my mom and my dad. My dad was a government civil servant. My mother was a housewife. So it is like most of the time,
A home manager.
we were with our mom. But I remember our mother was tough with us in terms of disciplining. And you could tell us, please don't do this. If your father learns about this, it's going to be terrible for you and stuff like that. So, and our father was also another good one. I think sometimes he eavesdropped on what mama was telling us. So, because he will be tough on you, he will beat you. So when he got a chance to beat you, he will beat you, referring to those days when mama was telling you, Bakugamba, your mom told you I'm going to do this.
I'm going to beat you.
Now I'm doing that exactly. So I believe one of the few things that men should do is to discipline, talk to their kids.
Have conversations with their children
Exactly.
about media and music.
Exactly. Tell them what is good, what is bad about the media. That's the first thing. Because I remember, even when my mother wasn't around me, even my dad, their voices could echo into my ears when I came through a situation where I needed to actually think twice, what should I do? Do I do something that gets me against my mama and my dad, or should I go what my friends are here telling me to do? Most of the time I could go with what my mother or my dad would go for. So I think our parents have a lot of influence.
Yes.
Men, if you can be friendly and love your kids and be there for them, you can have that influence that when you tell them something and leave it, because it's a process.
Yes, it is.
They look at you,
It's a journey.
how you handle them, how you treat them, and then they start believing in you. They start accepting to walk the way that you want them to go. The Bible tells us that teach the kid the way they should go and they will never
When they
deviate.
grow up, they want to deviate.
So,
Proverbs chapter
very,
22,
very, very, very
verse
important.
6.
That's the first thing. Teach your kids what you want them to watch on media or not. For me, that's the first thing. Then the second one is, today, technology has come with opportunities for us to manage our gadgets. The child controls on there, the programs that can help you control what your people will watch, avoid some channels, and then let them access other channels. So can as well implement that. Then the other one is we have housekeepers, people that we bring into the house. When they come, they must be mentored on how our houses and the affairs of our homes are run. And
That's huge.
It should be one of the evaluation platforms of performance assessments. So if you tell them they shouldn't watch this channel, and by mistake somehow they watch it, and the kid told you, Auntie, you have to tell it deco. Then tell you, according to our assessment, here you can lose this job.
You have a demerit here.
Exactly. So love your kids, talk to them, inspire them.
That you've just talked about, many children are being destroyed in the hands of house helps
Exactly.
because of the media that the house helps focus
They are
on
in
the absence of mom and dad
Exactly.
who are busy in the corporate office.
Exactly.
So this girl or this boy who is the house help is at home tuning into all these kinds of wicked programs on TV. I will call them that because they are there. If I had courage enough, I would even mention the names of those programs.
They know them.
But my courage today
they
is
go
not
to
that
those
much to
channels.
do that. So this house help is tuned in, and
the kids
she's
around.
holding the kids,
Exactly.
the children.
Exactly.
They are watching all these people dancing in naked,
Exactly.
all the vulgarities and all that. And that happens day in, day out, Monday to Sunday, January to December. And this child, I know a friend of mine who one time got confused about how the children were speaking. He said, but how are my children speaking? Then he realized that they were trying to copy the cartoons they had overwatched. Yes. So they had watched a lot of cartoons. Now they were talking like
taking on the cartoons. Exactly. They influence them. Because the cartoons are turned
So
into
he had to quickly deal with that in the house.
The cartoons were their celebrities now.
Yeah,
they wouldn't talk like
They were the
this.
mentors. They were being parented by cartoons.
Very terrible there. Very
So I
terrible
hear
there.
teaching the children about how to use the media. Then you've talked about the controls, the technical controls
Yes,
that could
on
be
the
applied
the
to the
gadgets,
gadgets,
yes.
and training the house helps.
They
on
must
how to deal
know
with.
what you expect them to show and
Yes.
access on your television, on your platforms with your kids.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Jim Rohn is an American business philosopher. He wrote a book called The 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness. In that book, he mentioned 2 dangerous statements, very dangerous. Statement number 1, he said, successful people have big libraries, while the poor have big TVs. That was one.
Interesting.
Then the second statement he made about the TV, he said, if you want to use TV to educate people, first educate people on how to use TV.
Yeah, sure.
But if you want to use TV to educate people, first educate people
To how to?
how to use TV.
That is very important to note. Actually, I'm going to do a survey in the next few days, and I want to understand the character of people by the programs they know on television. If you ask me the shows I watch on television, you laugh at me.
Go ahead, tell us. Without mentioning the TV station, just mention the program. But if it is family TV, mention it.
Of course, I watch family TV. For them, all the programs are good, but for other programs, I go for one, Seeds of Money.
Okay. So something on finances.
Actually, it is an agriculture show.
Yes.
That where they tell us seeds. Seeds are money.
Money.
I think the program is called Seeds of Money.
Yes, I know it.
Then there's one they call Property Show.
I know it also by a friend of mine.
I like Property Show.
Yes.
Then I watch Real Estate. I mean, I think it's called Real Estate something. It's on DSTV somewhere. Then, of course, I watch the political shows, quite a barometer. Those ones are so many. Barometer, there is one here that Ensonga. Budget Ensonga?
Something Ensonga. Jonah, tell us the program. What is that program called? Something about politics Ensonga. There's a program like that. Ensonga Kumeza, like the real issues on the table.
The Inspired Leader. I watched it. I said family TV.
So by looking at what you watch, we can tell who you are. That's what you're
exactly. Then I have people that I interact with. They know all the soaps on every television. So now when you mention
they give you the whole history of soaps. La Revancha, La Tormenta, La Patrona, She Wolf, Beautiful but Unlucky.
How did you get there?
Because I am a social analyst.
I love that. Now, it goes back to what you just said. Teach people. Again, the television.
If you want to use television to educate people, first educate people on how to use television.
Exactly.
Wow.
So now people know where to go for what programs.
Yes. Now, this man that we are talking about, who is doing this in his home, teaching the children how to use the gadgets, putting in parental controls in the gadgets, training the house helps, etc. If that family man works on radio, works on TV, or performs at music concerts, like the one I see these days who is very famous with his son somewhere, shaking the central government, which common traps should he avoid? So the man in the media, the man on in concerts, the man working on radio, the man working on television, what are some of the common traps those kinds of men usually face that they need to be careful about?
Wow, that's a very interesting one. Again, I'll look around myself and a few colleagues that I've worked with to address this. The first thing is, working in such spaces, and probably by God's grace, you are successful, you become so big, you become what we call celebrities. I don't know whether we're actually celebrities, but they call us celebrities.
They were known as.
Now, in Uganda today, celebrities have created a kind of funny lifestyle, extravagant. They must live in the best, in the most splashy places, apartments, the most expensive ones.
Yes.
You know, they must drive the most trending cars. They must be happening in the most happening places. And that takes away a lot of resource from you in terms of money, time for your family, and time for other effective, good things that you can learn. So, very important. Is it possible?
The trap of extravagance and lavish lifestyles.
Exactly. Is it possible you can be a celebrity but live A humble, simple life.
A normal life.
Like Jesus Christ. I think Jesus Christ is the biggest celebrity I've ever had in this planet.
Who was the humblest?
But he was also the most humble person.
Down to us.
You understand? So I believe for me, that's one thing.
Trap, number one.
Then number two, in these spaces, the opportunity to interact with so many people is there. But along there comes the opportunity to interact with the opposite sex.
Yes.
And sometimes, if not most of the times, some of them have very, very, very mixed interests in interacting with you. So if you're not very careful,
private intentions for private consultations.
You must be very, very careful with that one.
Yes. The sexual trap.
Exactly. Very, very rampant.
And after all, even how they dance provocatively, they dress nakedly, they sit to whom it may concern, vagrantly, definitely you realize they have intentions in that area.
That one, number two.
Big trap. I think many have fallen in it.
Yeah, they have. They have. Then, number three, sometimes when you are into that space, and by God's grace, you have succeeded in your craft, sometimes we think we are the wisest. We don't want to learn more. We want to be on top of everyone. And we think some people, tebaina magezi, because I remember I have a friend of mine that did a hit, in a music hit.
Good song.
Not a good song, a hit. You know, sometimes hits are not good songs.
Yeah, sure.
A hit is a song that
just catches
people here is catching fire.
Reason.
So someone did a hit song because I don't know whether I should even say this song, but let me save him. I won't mention the lyrics of the song, but the song was stupid, but it was a hit. So when we are trying to talk into his life, when I hit Chigwangamba.
For you, which hit do you have?
When I hit Chigwangamba, you talk to me, yeah. So if you are not very careful,
the trap of arrogance and pride.
Yeah, I think arrogance and pride. God detests pride.
Yes, pride comes before a fall.
You understand? So you have to be very careful. Then the other thing is we talked about extravagance.
Extravagance, the sexual aspect and arrogance.
For me, those are the key traps that I think come around the person in our spaces that people need to be very careful about. Yeah.
The Trinitarian traps. Extravagance, sexual aspect, and arrogance. In fact, they form the acronym of the word C. C. So if you're not careful, you'll be thrown into the C by these three things. SEA, the sexual encounters, the extravagance, and the arrogance.
Arrogance. Oh, I love that.
I hear you.
I love that. Yes.
I think a lot in terms of frameworks, mental frames. So your journey has been amazing.
Oh,
you came from many different places, doing many different things, and you've done so many things up to this time. Right from the time when you were a shopkeeper at Mastery Book Center on Kampala Road, near Pauline's Book and Media Center, many years ago as a shopkeeper, to now, when you are a board member of UPRS, you are the CEO, the team leader and founder of VIGA Music Awards. Along this journey, how did you personally navigate some of these traps you've just talked about? The extravagance, the sexual encounters, the arrogance and pride. How did you manage to navigate them so as to execute your calling and stay on course even while you were in the spotlight?
Oh, first of all, I thank God for my parents, like I mentioned. My dad was a quiet man, but tough.
Quiet but tough.
He could come and sit, read his newspaper, but I think observing what was always going around. Mama was always tough on us, trying to talk into our lives, and she was daddy's representative. Your dad is not happy with this. Your dad, But dad, when he gets that opportunity to discipline you, he will discipline you for over the time he has been keeping quiet. If he last disciplined you 2 years ago, then all that discipline between that time will come on that spot. So that made me to be very careful at every point of my life, wherever I was, even before I got born again.
Yes.
My dad was a Catholic, my mother was the Anglican. So I come from a cosmopolitan family.
United
Nations. So I could go to Sunday school this side, then the other day I could go to catechist class the other side. So I got that, then later I became born again. And so you see that kind of category. So before that, my parents cultured me. They taught me how to behave as a person in society. My dad was a civil servant and grew up in a cosmopolitan place with a lot of people from different backgrounds. I think my place where I grew up, staff quarters for civil servants. I had all people from everywhere in this country. So my mother made sure that we grow up as people from where we come from. That one I want to go into detail.
We'll probe. Don't mind. We'll probe.
I want to go into detail.
We'll do our homework.
So now later, I became born again. When I became born again, I think I became born again at a time when sin was so emphasized. Today we have the grace gospel. Sin is
in fact, it's not called sin nowadays. It's called a mistake. I made a mistake and now I'm pregnant.
Those days,
you committed sin,
it
sister.
was serious.
Yeah.
Actually,
Call it
even
by its name.
those people even preached to us, used to threaten us that even when you are in the act of, say for example, fornication, God can send a spear to kill you from there.
And you know that they were right.
So we were so afraid of doing sin. So I believe those two backgrounds really shaped my way of doing things. So when I started work, I was one, cultured from home by my parents, then two, a born-again Christian who wanted to live a sinless life, a holy life for God. Then there is this scripture that is part of my philosophy in everything that I do. I think it is in Colossians chapter 3, verses 21 to 22, 23. Whatever you do,
do it as unto the Lord. Something like that. Not as unto men.
Exactly. So everything I do for me is as if I'm doing it for God. So that even when I make a mistake, because sometimes I make promises and I take long to fulfill them, indebted
to fulfill it.
Because that's what God wants from me. God do everything. So I think that's what has been helping me. And I know that I'm an ambassador of God. For me, I don't want people to tell people that I'm Christian or born again. I want them to find out for themselves. For me, it has helped me. I go into a space and
if you were accused of being a Christian, would they find enough evidence to implicate you as guilty?
I love that. I love that. That's what I've always wanted.
Yes.
I mean, what's about you? So for me, I think those two aspects have been very key in helping me navigate these challenges in my life.
I hear 3 C's in what you've talked about. Number 1, culture. Number 2, Christ. And number 3, character.
Yeah, I love
you were cultured by your parents. And then also when you became born again and you accepted Christ, the fear of God kept on being your speed governor. And then that self-discipline on yourself, the character. So the 3 things helped you to navigate through those bombs of being thrown into the sea, the sexual encounters, the extravagance and the
arrogance. Yeah, sure.
So on that note, how can a man therefore maintain integrity in music and media, especially where being indecent and vulgar brings more fans? Could we probably take on those 3 as the beginning point?
That was going to be my first recommendation, because you need to be cultured.
Yes.
You know, in most of our cultures, if you look at them, I've tried to study a few. If you look at our cultures, all of them have what we call, in Uganda, empisa ezobuntu. I don't know how we can translate into.
It's like a culture, a character of integrity or something.
Something. Yes. Because every culture is about posturing us as good-natured people. Every culture. I think people must first of all appreciate their culture, wherever you come from, because there is no culture that teaches one to kill, to be disobedient to their parents, to hate on their friends, to steal. There's no culture. So
there is some sort of universal agreement about some things that they are not right.
So be cultured, number 1. Then number 2, our second culture, being born again, because our second nature.
The Jesus culture.
Exactly. That one, of course, is an obvious business, especially for someone watching family television. Do you live a Christ-like life wherever you are? Because once you do that, man, things are sorted. What else can I add on that? Culture, and as in culture. Then the Christ culture. Those two, they can shape us and make us better people, and this world a better place to be.
Yeah. We just have about 10 minutes to the end of this conversation. And a by the way has come to mind. We are now talking of the music, media, and men. Let's think in terms of stakeholders. In your view, who should do what in order to promote clean music and family-friendly media? So who are the different stakeholders that in your view should be doing what if we are going to have clean music around us and family-friendly media?
First of all, there's something that we must never forget. We have two worlds, the evil world and the godly world. They are real, and they live with us, we live in them, if I can say so.
Yeah.
So one has to decide, where do you go? Are you going for evil or are you going for God? That's a given. Because when you look at the spaces of media, for example, we have media that are owned by people who are less concerned about godly issues. Then we have, they don't care. For them, it's about the money. They want it to the media for the money. So whatever makes money, if it's making a girl naked, they will do that to make money. Because you hear some radio stations or television stations, they're slogans. You say, no, this is a slogan for a radio station. Yes.
I just remember the two of them in
because
my
for
head
them,
because of what you just said.
It makes money.
It makes money.
And they're after making money. So one, whom do you choose to associate with? One, for example, for me as a media personality, I first of all worked in secular media when I was with Pastor Martin Semper. That was the national media. It's not Christian, it's secular.
Yes, of course.
Then we crossed over, came into Christian media. Then when I was in Christian media, by God's grace, I did my skill very well and craft.
Was that at Top Radio?
Top Radio.
The first Christian
exactly.
radio in
Yeah. Top Radio. Then I was hired from Christian media to secular media. For sure, it was temptation of money. They gave me a lot of money, and I said, so I went. And by God's grace, I got some money. I made some money. But then later, I felt, no, I was getting this money, but I was feeling so empty in my soul. And I said,
lacking a sense of fulfillment, satisfaction, and purpose.
I said, no. I said, to hell with this money. Let me get back and do ministry. Then I came back to Christian media. So it's a choice that one has to make. Because in the secular media, for them, it's about money. It's not about your godly values. It's not about the clean music. If the dirty music is the one that is getting them numbers to get the advertising, they will put the music on their waves. So choose where you want to be.
So the first stakeholder in clean music and family-friendly media, therefore, according to what I'm hearing, is me, the person who consumes the media.
Exactly.
And the second one I've heard in your conversation is the owner of them. Those owners of media houses, they are stakeholders in ensuring that there is clean music and family-friendly media.
Like, for example, there are a few things you can never expect to get on family television.
Right.
Even if they're the most popular in terms of music, in terms of film, in terms of what content that goes on media, they will never come here. If they ever did, someone will think, what's happening to family television?
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
And there are some medias that will never have anything clean on them as long as it doesn't make money. Even if it's the Archbishop's program, they will never host it if it doesn't make sense. Let me tell you something. Any secular media that hosts a Christian program is because they think that Christian program either will take them the numbers that they will sell to the advertiser to make money, but not being good. No way. No way. That's something that people must know from today.
I like the way you're saying it very firmly.
Because I've been there.
Because you know it.
I know it.
Yeah.
They never sponsor a Christian program because, it is a good program. No, they will come and tell you it is good, whatever. But at the end of the day, they know you have the numbers. So when they take your numbers to their screen, the eyes will be so to an advertiser who is selling something, and they will give it to you.
It's a bait.
Exactly.
It's a bait.
So it's a choice.
Yeah.
all these other things rotate around there.
Do you think government is another stakeholder in ensuring we have clean music and clean airwaves?
Government is another confused place.
Okay.
They know we have
so
it, but they have to satisfy all these stakeholders.
Yeah.
Some of their voters are not as clean as you want your media to be. But they are big for them.
Of course.
Wanakola mess.
Yes.
So for them, abutubasonyiwe.
Oh no.
Yes, let's now be the biggest influence. Government will listen to us when we are the biggest influence.
Do you think church is a stakeholder in
very big time?
Clean music?
Very big time. Every church, by the way. If we stand by the values of our faith, we are a very big stakeholder in this, and we can influence a lot of people. And if church takes their position of all the mountains that you mentioned, because there are places where we had left the world to take over. Like for the media, we're just waking up. Business.
Yes.
People doing business with the faith-based mindset is just coming through.
Being mission-minded.
Exactly.
In business.
Leadership, even in politics.
Of course.
Sometimes back it was a sin for someone to get involved in leadership. I don't know that you recall those days.
Of course.
But now, today, we are intentional because now probably God has opened our eyes to these realities.
Oh, yes.
So the church is actually the biggest stakeholder in this whole thing.
I hear you.
The biggest stakeholder in this whole thing.
When you were in primary 6, you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ to be your Savior, right?
No, it was in senior 2.
Okay.
In primary 6, I started listening to the gospel,
okay.
But accepting the Lord was
yes.
in senior 2.
Do you remember the choir that sang the day you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ? Do you remember the choir that sang that choir?
Let me give them the credit.
There was that choir that sang the day you decided.
That day.
That choir was very smart.
Exactly.
And it is their smartness that attracted you to Christ, if I am correct with my homework.
Allow me to give credit to these people. It was Pastor Peterson Sozi and the Back to God Ministries. But I'd listened to the gospel through Life Ministries because we used to watch films by them. That's the P6 you talked about. Exactly. But me accepting the Lord and becoming born again was through the Peterson Sozi and the Back to God Ministries. They came to Entebbe, where I was living. The place we call Mutigwe Dembe. There was a certain
Freedom Square.
Freedom Square, the place. Then
near the mall. Is it Victoria?
Now Victoria Mall.
Yes.
There was this crusade. So by the Peterson Sozi and the Back to God Ministries, then I come. Then there are these people.
You saw the choir.
The choir.
Dressed smartly.
Guys on the bass, on the guitars. Hey, so if I become born again, I'm going to be like this.
Yes.
Even before someone had preached for me, I already got born again.
Wow.
Because of that.
Because of not even their voices, but their smartness.
I was impressed by their smartness.
On that note, what is your take on the dressing trends among gospel and secular artists today, based on that?
I wish people know. Because, especially for gospel artists, I believe we should be appreciating the position of ambassadors of God in whatever we do. When we look at the world, how do ambassadors dress like and how do they look like? If we can just emulate a little bit of what they do. But we want to do the craziest things that even the secular world does, some of them in the gospel. And people don't know, but there is a secret behind every fashion and an inspiration behind every fashion.
Fashions are not innocent.
No.
They are intentional on promoting something.
Exactly. There are fashions that now show cleavage.
Yeah.
I don't know whether some people know that some creatures, especially men, are so impacted by what they see.
And that's why they put it on that way, because they want to impact the men.
And what kind of impact do they want to?
A negative one, no doubt.
And now, so even Christians, they put on such funny fashions.
Very short dresses.
Then they want to come and sing
gospel
gospel music. Then for me, it disturbs me. But we have a challenge. from our doctrinal authorities, the people
Our
who
top leaders
exactly
in religion.
who hold us in these churches, and who have different perceptions about these whole things. They have funny ways of putting things,
compromising.
but it's a challenge, and I just pray that God will help us to go over
This is where we are stopping the conversation today. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1 says that a good name
It's better than gold and
is
silver.
better than gold and silver, is better than good riches. In less than a minute, what name, what legacy do you hope that your work will leave on the music and media industry? Just less than a minute, we sign out.
I hope it will be He mentored us.
He mentored us. How about you? What will be your legacy on earth, especially you who is playing a role in the music world? Especially you who is playing a role in the media world. What will be your legacy? Especially you as a man who is watching us, who has watched us today, as we talked about music, media, and men. Think about it and remember, like I wrote in my book called Honorable Leadership, don't leave your legacy to chance. Build it by choice. Until next time, this has been the Inspired Family Leader with Samuel A. Bakutana. Live exemplarily, love authentically, and lead relationally.
Just one wife. That you need the leadership skills of a general.
Yes.
To lead an army of one woman.
So we have to take a lot of pain, a lot of effort to teach children how to get along with one another.
Your raw material is money,
Of course.
but it is not your money.
It is not
That is
yours.
the biggest challenge. So if you do not fear God, you will end up misappropriating this money and taking it to be your own. Yet it